The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears.
Lick your chops on him, JJ.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Give him another, JJ. Give him another, JJ. Give him another, JJ.
This lame ass nigga, man. He's just spamming. He ain't even playing no real defense. He's just spamming the field ball.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And
yes, sir.
losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Terrell Williams over there. Trevor Williams over there, boy.
Bringing up 2nd down. So they had a big loss on that 1st down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long.
Oh, he pumped. Bitch ass Mike Wallace.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
That'd be alright. You ain't gonna do nothing.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the
your knee hit down.
For a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Yeah. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
Back to throw, Stafford. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball.
Yeah, lie, tough man. Yeah.
I'm telling you about the harass you niggas, man.
Niggas coming too.
Niggas are weak.
Good shit, JJ. I told you I'd give you a field goal, my man. I told you I'd give you a field goal. No, I'm just saying. I told you I'd give you a field goal.
And it'll be a loss of 7.
Can't let you get no touchdown. Nah, Mike Wallace.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Other than life, he can't even build another kick. Yeah, don't even touch it.
34 yards that time, and the Bears take over.
Bitch ass nigga, don't even touch it.
I ain't know this shit started.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. If that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st down,
you supposed to bang on that nigga, bro.
Get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Devon Kennard. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Had to hit that little jiggy on the nigga.
Out of the gun.
He's
going to loft one deep left side here.
I didn't run him looking for y'all.
And it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
I don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did in their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a touchdown. He caught it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
I should do it higher.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it,
I know, I saw this shit. Yeah, I know. That's that route you killed. That's that route you killed my ass on last time.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there. The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try to find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They snap it to Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Way to step up from the baby. I see why you getting paid all that money now, boy.
At the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Oh, my goodness, he's wide open.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That nigga just running that. You just running that down. What's
on that pickup? So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
I know what you did. He just running a hot route.
That big
go right
body,
at the seam. I know
it's
what
hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
That should have been a fucking loss. Y'all get in there and get back to the damn line of scrimmage. I've been soft ass. Now you want it down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Newton. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
When have you ever been good in court?
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
It's 2K like 16. He had a little weak
pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That was the last time you've been decent. Nigga, you got about 600 losses, so that shit ain't even matter.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears.
Hey, fatty. No, you're 91, and I don't want to hear that.
You should got negated.
He said you're 91, I don't want to hear that shit.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play. And
fullback will put this one through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes.
You know we ain't leaving this picture out of field goal. We gonna get the touchdown, but good goal.
6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Hello.
And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover.
Because I hit that jiggy on your ass.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a
Yeah, I
little
did.
bit now.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did, bro. I hit the thing to go inside. When you try to tackle, I moved it. I swear I did. I swear. That shit was clutch. That shit was clutch as fuck.
He's taken down. A Bear sack.
That shit was clutch as fuck.
In there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Had to get momentum back. Swinging
From the
too
gun,
much.
here's Stafford. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Shit, you lucky I ain't get fucking Tre'Davious White like I was supposed to.
Would have meant that there was an incompletion, they would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Yeah, it's too much name for Red. Already making a nice play,
even though it was complete.
Flush to his right.
I'm gonna have to fucking re-sign Tre'Davious White. Fuck out of here.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Delvin Breaux with a pick.
Bro, you
Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
nigga, 15 carries for 46 yards. That's not getting
Interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So
they
don't
beat
wave
you
your
again.
arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open, otherwise, just don't do it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's
How you gonna call it? How you gonna call a trap over there? You can't even do.
Able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Well, competition comes up in so many
nigga.
different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
I'm glad you know. I'm glad you know you fucked up. I know you fucked up, right?
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ooh, I thought I had that. Damn, I almost had that.
First down carry by Elliott. And he takes this one
ran
in
took that
for
bitch
a
out.
Bears touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Forbath out to kick this one away.
First you gotta figure out how to.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that he decided to start this drive on the ground.
Bro, look at this nigga. That wasn't no PI. Look at that, bro. I went up and got the ball. I ain't touching.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
I ain't touching it. I thought
the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Hello. Damn, that was a pick 6. They gave me that weak ass job.
About 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Damn, I knew it was going to do that.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
Your dude had 15.
The Lions on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's up there now. Get him out of here.
I missed the extra point.
Again to Elliott.
Nah, I thought I did. Damn, man, that should have been a fucking pick 6.
It's a 7-yard
Hey, that was a 100-yard
them
pick
up
6.
with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the
Nah, this shit
sticks,
got me
whatever you
heat. That
want
was
to
a pick
call it.
6. Fuck, I already
7
have a pick
yards
6
on first
rushing
down.
touchdown.
That fits the bill.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they?
Guess I'll stay on Matt and go play another mud game.
Heavy package.
Everybody gone.
Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
I know he's about to throw this shit. I try to run with a big slow ass. I didn't, my linebacker too damn slow. God, I saw that shit.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, I've seen that shit. You think I ran over that far? I'm just too damn slow. Man, they got 4 picks. They still got almost 300 passes. God damn.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more after this.
20 grand's my mortgage. JJ Watt again, 6th sack. Oh, 5th sack. One more gonna have the record. He shouldn't know. No, never mind. Somebody in the league already got the record.
Pick up at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
What
makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the
Actually, you lose or you win it, bro.
It's going to be a pass.
To throw is Newton. The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on first down.
Oh, yeah, I got to buy next
week. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Trying to get that sack.
A gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott.
Oh, boy, that's almost.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
Yeah, that should have been his 3rd pick by Casey Hayward.
I think it's time to call your playmakers together. And say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back? And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Oh, boy, you look.
Operating from the gun. Stafford steps away.
Yeah, I was 79 completion percentage.
He may try to run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this
one. Casey Hayward should have got a fucking bump up. 2 nigga had 2 picks.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. All right, folks.
Yeah, I got player of the week last week. Actually, I didn't even know that shit, bro.
We won't put up a fight. So we come upon
that was on offense. Remember, Gordon had 185, 2 receiving touchdowns, and then 16 for 127 and 1 rushing touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone.
Then they kept on blitzing, man. So I just kept running that damn same man. I kept running
the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though
under a heavy rush and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Going up top. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. This
I gotta play the coach too. That nigga nice as fuck, man.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
But he was like, he only lost like 2 games last year.
Offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
He won all his games.
Oh, he did. who he beat, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Still about 3 yards shy of the first. Just a 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
I just beat Savage, so they don't mean nothing either.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this chest shot. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Well, if I know I ain't gonna get that damn least amount of yards.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit.
Shit, the Colts probably can get that shit. They
job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage.
Is he getting any yards off you?
To be found.
Not really, a little bit.
Oh, he beat Fatty. He beat Fatty 45 to 10.
Yeah.
Damn, he beat the shit out of
Fatty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Stafford. And Jeffrey's got it.
I just want my second.
And he's got this down to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
No, my second.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
I'm undefeated though, Fatty. And J.J. Watt gonna be defensive player of the week this week. Nigga had 5 sacks.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Accelerating, and off he goes.
I said J.J. Watt would get player of the week. I ain't saying
that's locked up, though.
Nigga, we're not even in the same company, Riri. You NFC of AFC.
Before we even get to the 4th quarter, winding that margin a bit further.
NFC of AFC.
If you're a backup, start loosening up.
I mean, we'll go by the Madden third week because that daddy.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he got 2 sacks.
This one taken from the 7. And a
pretty good
return here. He'll be stopped
just
shy of the 25
took 1 to the crib and 2 sacks.
line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Unless you want to do
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
21.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Right back to him on first down. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears.
User smack this.
Shot at the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's Newton. Being chased out left.
What?
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air. Newton on second down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Hey, do something.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Able to slither by. And now running right through him. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
We're rolling.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this will be taken at the 13. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Fatima Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
20. 8.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Devon Kennard. In there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To throw on second down is Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. The quick feet by Jackson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Forbath, the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give them a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Set, 180.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
That nigga nervous. He don't even know how to run that play because he's nervous.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing is Stafford.
He don't know where I'm coming from. That's like a Raekwon. That's his 3rd.
Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Joe Schobert coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Looks like I'm about to get that Superstore treat.
Before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Least total yardage.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, I'm going to forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here's Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them.
Done.
They've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
A fourth inning, he's fucking done.
Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense,
I ain't rubbing it in. I'm just scoring. Hey, man, I'm just scoring the flow of the game.
Pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately,
if I'm trying to run the ball to end the game and I score, that's my fault. I'm trying to run out of bounds.
Contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8.
This nigga's deep.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline.
This is my fucking
this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
She rotting that nigga back there in the backfield for nothing. We ain't letting up. We ain't letting off the gas.
They'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On third down, it's Craig. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for Chicago, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
248 total yards. Let's see what nigga's numbers is at. Not 248. This nigga threw 8 picks. Zeke had 5 touchdowns. Yeah, big upgrades. Upgrade. $52 Zippo. He never did that to a nigga. Need to come to my camp, man. I'll get you right. Yeah, Killer lost 31-3. I'm out here. The Colts.